Moving on, MJT. Did Jews think Daniel 9 predicted the Messiah's death? That's an interesting question. By the way, I just want to give you a heads up. I think we got like 12 more questions after this. So I don't know if there's a way to answer them in some swift way or whatnot, but I always want...
It's fine. I'm a night person. It's fine. So the answer is no, but I'm going to blow your mind away. So Daniel 9, it's nothing to do with the date of when the Messiah will be killed. And I know it says the Messiah will be cut off. You know, not a Messiah. I know that. I know what your Christian Bibles did with that. Okay? But if you ask, so you have a chapter, Daniel 9, has 27 verses. And the problem, my friends, is that I'm sure there are Christians here, and that Christians really know Daniel 9, verse 24, 25, 26, and 27. But if I ask you what's in Daniel chapter 9, verse, I don't know, verse 7, what is in Daniel 9, verse 1? Like, and why is it important that it's in the first year of Darius the Mede? Like, why is that relevant? And why is Daniel trying to figure out the calculations of Jeremiah germane to anything? And I'm going to say this, please don't be angry at me. You Christians have no idea. Not because you're bad people. It's because the church robbed you of this knowledge. Now I'm going to take this step. I'm going to amp this up. I'm going to charge it up. I'm going to tighten it up. Not only is this ridiculous theological machination something that Christians today subscribe to, and no Jews thought that because it's not there. I have chapters in my books on this. But even the first century Christians never thought of this. What? Do you know that the supposed calculation that the Messiah is going to be killed after 490 years, which is 70 weeks, that calculation is never quoted in the Christian Bible? Do you know that? I bet you know. You know how insane that is? I mean, if you're a Christian, please think about this. This is what you're going to have to believe. You're going to have to believe that anybody thought that Daniel 9 predicted when the Messiah would be killed, and we have a precise date for it. And that Paul, the author of Hebrews, Mark, Matthew, Luke, John, I went in chronological order, they were aware of this. And they just didn't think that was important enough to mention. Do you know how much propofol you have to ingest to believe that? This is a later invention. This is a second century invention of the church. They completely molested the 9th chapter of Daniel. It has nothing to do with that. Daniel 9 is a prediction made by the angel Gabriel to Daniel in a response to his plea to understand a calculation of Jeremiah. Read it for yourself, and conveys to him the length of time, the span of time between the destruction of the first temple, destruction of the second temple, and an anointed one who was a prince who would give the command to rebuild Jerusalem and to rebuild the temple. There's only one person who's a Messiah like that, and that's Cyrus. See Isaiah 44, verse 28, and the really important one, Isaiah 45, verse 1. Cyrus, my Messiah, who gave the command to rebuild Jerusalem and the temple. There it is. Cyrus, not Jesus. I didn't put it. And please, don't use a Jewish Bible for this. Use your Christian Bible. Use your King James Bible. Use your Catholic Bible. Use any Bible you want. See Isaiah 45, verse 1. You know, there were Trump supporters who thought that Trump was kind of a Cyrus figure, and that's why Trump was the 45th president. And the idea that Cyrus, who tells the Jews, go back and build Jerusalem, and then Trump goes and moves the embassy, the American embassy, to Jerusalem from Tel Aviv, and therefore Trump, number 45, fulfills Isaiah 45. I'm not kidding. So this is completely absurd. So not only didn't the Jews think this, the Christians didn't think of this. This is a later invention, and therefore it never even made it into the New Testament. Bingo.
אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא ועת נעשה בחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא